friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you're all my very best friends? Is her face gonna stay that way?
So, poor Rainbow Dash has busted a wing, so she won't be able to fly for a while.
She's going to be fine.
That sure is a nasty-looking break on that cartoon bone. Also, Pegasus wings have finger bones? Oh yeah, I guess they would.
Few days? Might as well be a few months or a few years.
So anyway, Dash needs bed rest, and she's the sort who hates that, so the others try to give her some encouraging words.
I bet the chow in here is hoof-licking good.
Yeah, hospital food has a great reputation. When that doesn't work, Twilight spots a bookshelf and finds something that she thinks Dash will like.
What's this?
It's called a book.
Daring Do and the Quest for the Sapphire Stone.
I own all of them.
But Dash thinks she's above reading.
Reading's for eggheads like you, Twilight. No offense.
Wow, that's a callback to Fall Weather Friends.
You're not an athlete, you're an egghead.
I am not an egghead. I am well-read. Egghead.
The rest of them try to set her straight.
Who doesn't like to read a bang-up tale from time to time? Good book is almost as magnificent as silk pajamas on a Sunday morning.
I think you'd like Daring. She's a lot like you.
But it doesn't seem to work. Cue montage of Dash being bored. Too bad they don't have television in Equestria. I feel bad for her roommate. Oh, just pick up the book, you know you're dying to.
Has Daring Do trekked through the tropical jungle?
And it turns out that the title character also has a damaged wing.
I'm right there with you, sister.
So meet Daring Do, the star of this story within a story, as she basically takes the path of least resistance. I like how the kitten is riding on one of the panthers.
She turned around to find herself face to face.
That's an ominous-looking temple. You could almost call it a temple of doom. Meanwhile, Dash has a startling realization.
I love this story. I love reading. I'm an egghead. Dun dun dun!
Back to the story. Damn, go Daring Do. It's easy to see why Dash becomes a fangirl so quickly. Back to Rainbow Dash. She gets visitors and tries to hide the book.
Hi, Rainbow Dash!
Hey, guys.
They bring a board game that doesn't get named, but it's Battleship with a sky/weather theme. But she really wants to be getting back to her book, so she ends the game as quickly as possible.
Aw, shucks, you rained on my cumulus.
Sky 5?
Whoa! You found my seagull. Oh, my thunderbolt. Oh, and that's my last cloud. You found it. Guess you guys win. I lose.
Yeah, we all know what a graceful loser Rainbow Dash is.
I don't think you've ever lost a game of...
Thanks for coming. It's nap time for me.
Phew. Glad we could cheer you up?
That's kind of rude. Back to the book.
She was face to face with the legendary sapphire statue.
There must be a pattern here.
I think this is the first time she's spoken.
Aha! These animals are all predators. Except... rats!
Apparently this is a reference to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but this also feels like a Tomb Raider puzzle to me. Granted, I am more familiar with Tomb Raider than I am with Indiana Jones. So she jumps along only the rat tiles until she makes it to the sapphire statue. However, this is definitely Indiana Jones. Though I love how she ends up just taking the statue. As much as that scene has been parodied, I've never seen any of them do that. But once again, the meticulous jumping makes me think of Tomb Raider. Daring Do has made it out of the temple, but she isn't out of the woods yet.
Hello, Rainbow Dash!
And neither is Rainbow Dash.
Well, guys. Thanks for visiting, but... Okay, now, dinner time for Rainbow Dash.
I love that nurse's voice.
I am so hungry.
Oh, well, don't mind us, Rainbow Dash.
So anyway, now the idea is to gross them out with her eating so they'll leave sooner. Such a class act. Anyway, it works. So back to the story.
And now you shall meet your doom!
It turns out that the cats are the servants of this monster who is called Awizodel.
Not again!
It's the old leave the hero in a trap and then run off so that they can escape, instead of just killing them cliche. Okay, I draw the line at spiders, that's just wrong. But the story is interrupted again, this time by the doctor.
Rainbow Dash!
I don't know why, but I love his voice.
Congratulations, Rainbow Dash.
And it turns out that Rainbow Dash is about to be checked out from the hospital.
Remember to stay off that wing for a week.
However, she hasn't finished the book.
How will I ever find out what happens to Daring Do?
You should be more concerned about how you're going to get home. I love how they just shove her out the door telling her not to use her wing for a while, despite the fact that she lives in the sky. Like, they don't even have one of her friends come to pick her up or anything. Insert topical commentary about the healthcare system here.
Oh, the pain! The pain!
So now she tries to get herself back into the hospital so she can finish the book.
Oh, ouch! Right there!
I was touching your good wing. I think I know what the trouble is. A severe case of lazyitis.
By the way, I don't read too many fan comics these days, but there is one that I think about whenever I watch this episode that kind of makes fun of how flirty the doctor sounds at times. I think I know what the trouble is. A severe case of handsome Dr. Ponyitis. Lucky for you, I've got the cure right here. I love it. In any case, it doesn't work and they see her out. Real stealthy outfit there, Dash. In any case, she now plans to sneak into the hospital in the middle of the night and steal, or I guess borrow, the book. I just realized that the light shining on the door is similar to the light shining on the sapphire statue. Or just read it right there.
Burglar! Burglar!
In any case, she gets caught. Remember the scene earlier where Daring Do gets cornered by all the big cats? Well, we're now reenacting that with nurse ponies down to the claw swipe. Unfortunately, Dash loses the book and has to get out of there. Notice how it sounds like they're trying to use dogs to track her down, but you don't see any dogs?
Rainbow Dash, what in the world is going on?
Hey, get back to the hospital!
Is it wrong that I find that hilarious? By the way, after seeing this multiple times, I've noticed that you can actually see her chasing after Dash along with the hospital staff, but she's in the shadows and you wouldn't think the barking was coming from her unless you'd seen the episode before and already knew the punchline. Also, I love that Rarity is giving us a flat look, like, yes, darling, that really happened. And meanwhile, Fluttershy is like, oh my, is the show gonna get in trouble again?
What's all the ruckus?
I'd say it's more of a fracas than a ruckus.
So now Dash has to come clean.
I'm an egghead.
I knew the book was good, but I didn't know it could drive a pony to petty theft.
As usual, Twilight's happiness is misplaced.
There's no reason to go around causing a ruckus.
Fracas!
Causing a fracas just because you like to read.
Just because you're athletic doesn't mean you aren't smart.
Yeah, just look at me.
I love the awkward silence there.
I gotta finish this book.
Back to the story, Daring Do escapes by using her hat to hit a conveniently placed lever that reverses everything. And she snatches the sapphire statue from Awizodel while she's at it and saves the day.
Curse you, Daring Do!
Meanwhile, Dash has a lot of reading to do.
Daring Do and the Griffin's Goblet.
Too cute.
Awesome!
And so ends Read It and Weep. This was another really great episode. Season 2 in general was just really on its A game. Not only do we get to see Dash grow a little with a nice little callback to Fall Weather Friends, but we get to meet some new characters. Daring Do is basically a palette-swapped Rainbow Dash with a different cutie mark, hers is a compass. I do kind of wish she didn't have 6 shades of color in her hair. That feels like too much of a coincidence. In fact, when I first saw this episode, I guess I didn't pay attention to the book's cover art, so I theorized that Daring Do looking this much like Rainbow Dash was Dash's headcanon, but oh well. In any case, her name is a play on the phrase Daring Do, meaning brave and adventurous, often reckless actions, which is interesting. We also get another mythological creature. Awizotl is from Aztec mythology, if you couldn't guess from the name, though he is only loosely based on the original. Originally, an Awizotl was a water-dwelling creature whose fur got spiky when wet, and it had a tail that ended in a hand. It used that hand to grab human victims and drag them underwater. This one is obviously a lot more innocuous, though he still looks pretty cool. His body and head, aside from the placement of the eyes, is dog-like. He has monkey-like hands, including the one on his tail, and he wears gold jewelry. Well, I guess that's about all I have to say about this episode. It's fairly straightforward, but it's a good one. Next up is Hearts and Hooves Day. See you then.
I'm gonna climb the walls!
Ooh, just like a spider! Did the crash somehow give her super duper spider powers?
No.